So your channel actually, when you first started, was about music, and then you pivoted to stocks. Can you
Yeah,
talk about that, like why you made that change?
young Buck been doing his research, good people.
Got you.
So, yeah, I had 16,700 subscribers exactly
Hmm.
when I converted from music to stocks in 2020.
Hmm.
And it was, I was scared to death when I did that
Hmm.
because COVID hit. No one was going anywhere. There was no planes moving. There was nothing. The whole country shut down. And I just got in this space to help people. And I said something like this. If you go back and watch that first video, it's still up. I look like a deer in headlights. And I'm looking like this because I didn't know what I was doing. And I said, just come and go on this journey with me. And I told people, a guru, I am not. If you're looking for a guru, you're at the wrong page.
Mhm.
I said, but come go on this journey with me. I took my wife's stimulus check and my stimulus check and reinvested it all and really killed it. And people were like, wow. And then we were doing 30-day challenges. Can we double this portfolio
Mhm.
in 30 days? And it just kind of took a life of its own. Yeah.
So it started as like a 30-day challenge of just trying to flip your stimulus check, and then kind of
No,
took off from there.
well, no, it was like my message at that point was something like this happens every 10 years. And what I've learned is in the past that every time something tanked the market, it was actually the best time to be buying.
Mhm.
COVID, the dot-com in 92, the recession of 2007 to 2010. If
Mhm.
you pull up a chart, pull up the S&P, you will clearly see those were in the last, 20 years, the best time to buy.
Mhm.
While everyone else, I have a saying, while everyone else is running from the fire, we run to the fire and catch the fallen baby.
Yes, sir. And then you also mentioned that you made the most money in 2008 during the 2008 recession. Like, what were
Yeah.
you doing to put yourself in position to take advantage of that?
Well, what I did was, and my friend Stocks with Josh, we've been knowing each other for a while. What's
Yep.
funny is he's witnessed this whole journey.
Okay.
Even a lot of people think we just became friends.
Friends.
No,
Yeah.
he witnessed this whole journey. At that time, I was doing low cap stock, real low cap stock, and some penny stock, and I would see 25-cent moves, right?
Hmm.
But that 25 cent
So
was like
25.
30%
Yeah.
moves in 2008. And I would just see these trends without knowing anything about charts. I would just see these trends, like Yahoo Finance, right? At
Hmm.
that time, I was in that Google chart,
Hmm.
and I would just see these trends every month. I would go out to the 30 days, and I would see this stock is just bouncing like this, right?
Hmm.
So I would buy it at the bottom, sell it at the top, buy it at the bottom, sell it at the top.
Hmm.
Then I started going, okay, it didn't reach all the way to the top,
Hmm.
right? So what did I start doing? I start lowering my margin. I start lowering my range. So I start buying it before it got to the
Front run
bottom,
it. Yeah.
right? And then selling it before it got to the top of its range. And I start making money consistently.
Hmm.
And it taught me not to be greedy. But I was making in 2008, if I made over $100 a day, I was excited
Hmm.
because I was learning and I was earning. So it got to the point where, I was making $1,000 a week. And in 2008, I was in sales. I was sitting at home. No one had any money. I was in sales. I was working for Home Depot selling window siding roofing. No one had any money. So I'm commission only. So my wife would go to work. She would come back and I was sitting at my desk, still in my house robe, sipping coffee.
Yeah.
You haven't moved. Now my wife knows me as a workaholic. And I literally, we laugh about that today. I was
Yeah.
like, how much money did you make today?
Coffee in
Yeah,
hand.
yeah. I was like, look how much money I made. She was like, how did you learn this? That's what I was doing all day.
Hmm.
I had CNBC on, and all I did all day on my
Hmm.
desk. Yeah.
Yeah, and I think that's a big key is that you were learning. A lot of people that come into the market, especially the ones that are chasing like GME AMC, Bonk. Like they're not trying to learn. They're
Hey
just
man,
trying
put
to.
some respect on Bonk.
Yeah. Oh, okay. My
Put
bad.
some,
My
put
bad.
some
Bonk is an
respect
actual
on it.
investment, y'all.
No,
But
no, just go through it. Go ahead.
no. But yeah. The what are the three stages? I know Josh always talks about. It's like learn, earn,
Execute,
ex-
learn, test,
learn,
execute.
test, execute. Yeah. And a lot of
Yeah,
people just skip to execute.
yeah. And I'm just telling you, that is so, so, so powerful.
Hmm.
Even though he says it, because we discuss that all the time.
Yep.
Till this day, 90% of the people
They
still,
don't. They don't.
even our followers, still won't do it. Yeah. Learn, test, and then the last is execute.
Hmm.
And what he says is true. Most people execute,
Just execute.
right? And then they learn a lesson after they
Right.
lost, right?
I think what it is that like imagine you're testing or you're learning and then you're testing and then you just think to yourself like, damn, like if I actually had real money in the market, I would have actually made money.
Yeah.
And I think it goes back to what we were
Well,
talking about earlier off screen about people don't see that the opportunity cost of what if you lost,
right.
you know?
Most people are not paper trading. They're not. They're not.
Yeah.
They won't skin in the game. Most people. The truth is, most people. Me and my friend Ron was just talking about this.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, not most people, a lot of traders are gamblers.
Yeah.
They're not traders. They're gamblers, and they just want to get rich, right? You know, my dumb neighbor next door made money on GME, and if he could do it, surely I can do it,
Yeah.
right? And then GME runs up again, and they go grab all of their savings, their 6 months of savings, you know, for their household expenses, and they dump it in on a game. They don't even know, they don't know how much, you know, what a PE is. They don't
Mm-hmm.
know how much money it is. They don't know about the
Market
share
cap.
dilution that's going. They don't know any of
Nothing.
this. They just don't want to miss out because my dumb neighbor made money last time, so surely I can make money. I'm smarter than he is.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of people fall into that, unfortunately, and they don't want to learn, right?
Mm-hmm.
I love being taught how to fish.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's all I do. I don't read books. I don't read novels like love stories. If I'm reading a book, it's an instructional.
Mm-hmm.
That's what I like reading. I like reading instructionals. That's it. Outside of the stock market, if I'm on YouTube, I'm learning something. I'm either learning something about equipment, a new soundboard, a new camera,
Mm-hmm.
uh, you know, how to be better at SEO. That's all I consume. I I'm not watching cat videos.
Yeah.
I'm in the grind right now.